So first we're going to make some classic spaghetti and meatballs. We've got our ingredients right here, our basil and parsley that we just picked from the garden, tomato paste, minced garlic and onions, some tomatoes, red pepper flakes, oregano, pepper, a blender, olive oil, and salt. We're going to chop up those tomatoes and throw them in the blender. Next, we're going to throw in our onion, our herbs, tomato paste, garlic, a drizzle of olive oil, and about a half cup of hot water. Next, we're going to blend that on high until it's smooth and then pour it into a saucepan. Cover and cook for at least an hour over the stove. The meatballs, I'm using ground beef, Parmesan cheese, onion, garlic, oregano, dried basil, pepper, breadcrumbs, and salt. Finely dice the onion into even bits. You want to use about a half an onion. Next, add your dried herbs and the garlic. Give it a good amount of fresh ground black pepper, some salt, and a lot of Parmigiano Reggiano. Finally, sprinkle in some breadcrumbs and then mix it all together until homogeneous. Take out the beef and form about 1-inch balls in your hand, about the size of a golf ball. Meanwhile, check on your sauce, it should be reducing some by now. Put a pan over medium-high flame and throw a little bit of oil in the pan. Next, throw your meatballs down one by one. Let them sit for a while so they form a nice crust. Once the crust is formed, start flipping them over. Do this until all sides are brown and then continue cooking in the sauce. Next, we're going to make our tortellini filling with goat cheese, cream cheese, nutmeg, lemon juice, garlic, salt, and pepper. Now we're going to make our pasta dough. Pour about 2 cups of flour onto your surface and make a little well in the middle. Pour in 2 eggs and an extra egg yolk, a splash of olive oil, and a twist of salt. Mix together, continuously adding flour until a nice dough forms, then you're going to start kneading it. Knead the dough anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes. Then wrap in plastic wrap or a bag for at least 30 minutes. After this, roll it out and begin working it through the pasta machine. Dust with flour throughout the process to make sure that your pasta dough doesn't stick to the pasta roller. You could also roll out your pasta dough with a rolling pin or even a large cup. Keep rolling the dough out until it's as thin as you want it, ideally between 1 and 2 millimeters. If the dough has gotten too wide, simply cut it so it fits in your pasta machine. And just as Salt Bae has the salt pour, we have the pasta hang. Then simply run it through your pasta cutter, or if you're doing this by hand, use a knife, bench scraper, or a pizza cutter. Make sure to get it in slow-mo for that thumbnail shot. Once we've got all our pasta cut, bring a pot of water to the boil with some salt in it. Fresh pasta cooks much faster than dried pasta, so it's only going to need about 2 minutes. Once it's almost done, strain it and then throw in some sauce to finish cooking the pasta with the sauce. Pour it into a bowl and top with some of our meatballs and some Parmigiano Reggiano. Give it a taste test and make sure to make enough ugly faces to make at least 10 memes. Pasta fresca fatta in casa. Once again, we have the help of our sous chef to judge our food. You'll be able to check out this behind the scenes clip very soon. This is what my final product looked like, but feel free to make your recipe however you like it. Maybe use spaghetti instead of fettuccine like I did. And while this is delicious, it's a little hard to do a Lady and the Tramp style dinner over social distancing. Next, for our tortellinis, we're going to start by piping out our filling onto a layer of pasta. Cut the pasta into even squares and pick up, then wet 2 of the edges with water. Fold the pasta in half and bring the 2 corners together, which should lead you to something that looks like this. Next, drop your pasta in a pot of boiling water. Again, take out after about 2 minutes and they should be good to go. This recipe turned out amazing, especially with the goat cheese and the lemon cutting through the richness of the cream cheese. That's it for this week. Thanks so much for watching and stay tuned for more episodes.